one and all to the very first video blog in Dazza's War on Everything. It's been a great run so far, with over 140 articles on just about everything, from why we need mutant sheep, how to survive a crazed gunman, and reporting the news that never really got the airtime it deserved. But now technology steps in, and as an engineer it is my moral obligation to both embrace and exploit it. This is my first, so please be gentle. Our first video blog is all about the man behind the madness. I grew up in an irrigated patch of desert in country New South Wales called Griffith, which is located pretty much west of Sydney and north of Melbourne. In Griffith we're famous for three things: the wine, drug cultivation and the mafia. Unfortunately, my parents were neither winemakers nor drug cultivators and were too Irish to be in the mafia. So having established a family business in the construction industry, becoming an engineer seemed a pretty logical progression. So in 2003, I commenced my studies in civil engineering at the University of Wollongong. Wollongong is about an hour south of Sydney and is famous for its beaches, its steel industry and sacked steel workers. But all too quickly, the good work in high school debating and community theatre was set aside for a daily routine of equations, X's and Y's, ones and zeros, bent on the ultimate career goal of making structural edifices of steel and concrete. They were the perfect conditions for sucking one's charisma and personality right out of them. I later made the decision to exchange the sunny south coast for merry old England. Specifically the Yorkshire city of Sheffield, famous for its silverware, steel industry and sacked steel workers. Despite the crappy weather, and the fact that I met more Germans there than English people, the change in scenery gave a much needed perspective. Upon my return to the Australian halls of academia, I realised there was something missing. I was bored here. As anyone who's ever built a sandcastle will appreciate, it's much easier to destroy than create. According to Joseph Stalin, 1 casualty is murder, 100 casualties is a massacre, but 1,000,000 casualties is a statistic. I'm here to challenge the very foundations of the world in which we live. That is why I write. That is why I fight. It's a war, my war, Dazza's war on everything. So please, stay tuned.